If you want to be an early riser, the first step is to decide. Decide that you're going to become a morning person. Because if you don't want it badly enough, you will think of every excuse in the book. Jen Sincero said that deciding means there's no plan B.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea Dinan. Early bird, morning person, early riser, there's so many different names. So throughout today's video, I will be showing you a little peek into how I spend my mornings and how I also prepare for bed. Because if you want to become an early riser or you want to become a morning person, it starts with creating a habit of going to bed early so that you can wake up early. And I know that that might seem obvious, but if you've been having trouble becoming an early riser, if that's been a goal of yours, but it has yet to happen, then this video is for you. So let's talk a little bit more about establishing that habit of going to bed early to wake up early. There are two keys here, and if you've been on my channel before, then you know how passionate I am about morning routines and evening routines. And so that's the key. Those are the two keys to establishing this healthy habit of becoming an early riser. So first, establish a healthy evening routine. And then second, establish a healthy morning routine. Now, what is the reason for this? Why are we establishing routines? I know the word routine itself often feels monotonous and boring to some people, but again, that is the groundwork, that is the foundation of starting healthy habits, is creating healthy routines. So the biggest reason why I suggest this, why I suggest starting a morning routine, especially starting your day that way, is because you want to establish that habit of intentionally waking up on purpose. You will have that driving force within you that will help you jump out of bed and start your day. Now, before we go on, I wanted to mention that I'm going to be hosting a 5-day early bedtime challenge. So if you want to learn more about how to establish a relaxing, productive evening routine to set you up for success the following morning, then this is something you won't want to miss. I will put the link down below so that you can get all of the details and sign up. Basically, each day I will be sending you a lesson to help you establish that solid evening routine to get to bed early. I'll be teaching you more about sleep and sleep habits. And we'll all be able to come together in a Facebook community that I've created to hold each other accountable. And I'll also be hosting some Q&As to help you with any questions that you may have. So again, the details for that are below. Let's keep talking about how to become an early bird. And there's something really refreshing about being up early, being productive early. But like I said, that starts with your evening. That starts with setting a solid routine to relax yourself and get yourself into that mindset. That's huge. You want to get yourself into that productive mindset so that you will wake up on purpose. I know many of us have been in a situation where our day is just complete chaos. We have no control over anything. We do, but we feel like we don't. And by the time we look at the clock, it is already past our bedtime. We still haven't accomplished everything that we wanted to, and we just fall into bed feeling defeated. So this is what we want to counteract. This is what we want to change. So keep watching the video for some further tips about how to do this, and you'll see an example of what I do to set myself up and really get into that mindset before bed. You'll also be seeing a little behind the scenes of my own 5-day early bedtime challenge that I did. I really love these challenges because they're a great way to give yourself that extra little push to do something instead of saying, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month. Stop putting it off and start taking action. That's why I've designed this 5-day early bedtime challenge. That's why I do it myself. And today I'm going to give you a peek into my bedtime challenge, what I did, if it worked, how I was feeling, and the results that I saw. Last thing I want to add in, remember that it takes time. That you're not just going to become an early riser after you've been a night owl your whole entire life. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is possible. I'm a former night owl, so I am here to tell you that it is possible, but it's going to take practice. It's going to take dedication and commitment. Stay committed to changing those habits.
I decided to start my own challenge the Sunday after I got back from vacation. Challenges are an incredible way to reset your program when you've either fallen out of that habit of waking up early or you simply want to start waking up earlier. So you'll have a specific start date and you will challenge yourself for a set number of days. When you get to the end of that time, simply repeat in order to rebuild that new habit. My morning routine consists of a variety of personal development activities. I've found that I get the most out of my morning routine when I'm waking up at 5 o'clock a.m. I really enjoy creating an environment of hygge, so I will plug in my soft lighting, make some hot tea, put on my favorite playlist, which is my classical concentration playlist you can find on Spotify, and then I will sit down and begin my personal development practices. As I mentioned earlier, there are 2 keys to being a morning person. The first is establishing an amazing evening routine, and the second is establishing an amazing morning routine. Now, the reason for this is because there are 3 different parts to a habit. Number 1, cue, number 2, routine, and number 3, reward. The reward in this case is the way that I feel during and after completing my evening and morning routine. So when I receive that reward, when I feel that incredible feeling of productivity and alignment because I'm completing these personal development practices, I continue to want to receive that reward. So I repeat that routine every evening and every morning.
Just checking in. It is, I guess, officially day 2 of my early bedtime challenge, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really energized and really positive. It's about 3:15. I've been working all day. I went to the gym as soon as I was done with my morning routine this morning, and I'm about to hop on a coaching call to finish out my workday. I really feel like I've been super productive. I've been really laser focused, and I think a lot of that has to do with my morning and really taking that time out first thing to dedicate to my personal development and just really becoming aligned, feeling on purpose, I think is so vital in everything else that happens throughout our day-to-day life. If we are not centered, if we are not aligned, forget it. So I'm really feeling that today, and I'm just gonna keep carrying that energy with me.
I'm on day 3 of my early bedtime challenge. So I guess this will technically be night 4. I am a little bit behind schedule because I have been working late the past 2 nights. Tea has become a big part of my routine now as I prepare for bed and as I wake up in the morning. So these are my favorites right now. I just made some of this. It's honey lavender stress relief by Yogi, and even just the smell of the tea bag is delicious. It's so soothing and calming. One of the hardest parts is actually going to sleep on time. As you can see here, even though I had to work late, I still prioritized my sleep. I still completed my evening routine every single night. I can't stress enough the importance of prioritizing your sleep instead of sleeping once everything else is done. That just simply will not work on a consistent basis. When you join the Early Bedtime Challenge, I will be teaching you the exact steps in order to reconfigure your evening schedule to carve out that time for your routine before you go to sleep.
That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I would love to see you back here next time. And also be sure to sign up below for the 5-day early bedtime challenge if you feel called. I would love to have you join us. You can also find a bunch of tips over on Instagram at Chelsea Dinan, so come on over and say hi. Thank you so much for watching and so much for being here and working on yourself to establish these new healthy habits and start waking up early. I will see you guys next time.